Shreyasi, beauty in duty. Beauty in duty, Toastmaster Shreyasi.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I would like to begin by thanking you all for standing and giving a standing ovation to TM Vibha. I'm thanking you all for also giving a standing ovation in all other icebreakers. We at NETC ensure we do this to encourage new beginners. I would say it's quite an obligation, isn't it? Obligation. A word that evokes feelings of duty, responsibility, and sometimes even a burden. What if I told you that there is profound beauty in this word obligation, a beauty in duty? It empowers us and the lives of all around us. Obligation usually means a promise that is made to others or to ourselves to do something. It is a commitment. This promise sometimes can also feel like it is holding us back, but sometimes it also helps us help others. To set the context, I would like to list a few obligations. Personal obligations. Saying, how are you? How was your day? Did you eat? These personal obligations help our family and friends know that they are seen. Taking care of children, taking care of elderly people at home. If we forget to do all these little things, we might deeply offend the people close to us. Coming to professional obligations. Coming to work at time, dressing up formally every day can also be a daunting task for people who like to keep things simple. Making sure the client has all updates about their project each and every time is also an obligation. Telling a fellow co-worker, break a leg, before their speech or their presentation. If we forget to do it, it might have dire consequences at tea time. Coming to financial obligations, paying bills, giving a good feedback to the Uber driver, making sure we pay our EMIs on time, making sure we give SIPs on time for our mutual funds. After all, our future depends on our credit score, isn't it? I must also mention a few moral obligations, helping a friend in need, charity, volunteering. All these come naturally to us as human beings. But sometimes it can also make us feel depleted when giving our time becomes a norm for others. All these things, if you think about it, kind of hold us back. We feel that why should we do it? Why should I do it? Why is it my responsibility? It's a free country, so are we. By the way, has anyone read what is written on those currency notes that we hold in our wallets? Yes. It says, I promise to pay the bearer a sum of 10, 100, 50, 500, whatever is the denomination. Who makes this promise?
RBI.
RBI. It is RBI's obligation to honor this promise. If RBI says that this promise is a burden, wouldn't we all be upset? The relationship between obligation or commitments with freedom is complex, but I am here to talk about how it impacts us positively. Showing up for others or even ourselves makes us build deep connections, it cultivates love, and it also helps us create memories. In our professional obligations, it builds trust and dependability. Your team believes in you, and your boss can focus on bringing more work to you. In a civilized society, making sure we keep up our obligations helps us develop an articulate, collaborative society in which we have stability and security. In developing communities, we show that we can have a brighter future. And obligations to ourselves. It focuses on personal growth, integrity, and it also helps us to ensure that people around us feel safe. take undue advantage of my time on stage here, may I ask all NETC members to fulfill their obligations towards our club. I wouldn't ask for much. Just be on time, follow up with your pathways, do not back out at the last moment, and please support one another. When you show up, you show you care. Thank you for listening patiently to this philosophical beauty in duty.